on this lonely road for too long. I see me lose my self-control. You moved on, and you don't know about the neon love I found. And now you're not around. I just wanna scream and shout. 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 I just wanna scream and shout.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another great day of SSL football. My name is Zenlos, and I am joined here today by...
the one, the only, Division II champion GM, Valpix.
We have a great looking day of football in front of us as we have what could be some really interesting clinching scenarios coming into today. With Catalunya versus Sao Paulo, Cairo versus Tokyo, Sydney versus Athênai, and Hollywood versus Accra.
Yep,
What are your thoughts on today?
It's penultimate match day. There's a lot at stake, particularly at the bottom end of the table where there are 4 teams trying to avoid the drop. 2 teams will need some help. 2 teams control their own destiny. At the top of the table, it's a bit more anticlimactic because the goal swing needed to swing the league title is so drastic. But, weird things happen in sports. There's plenty of excitement going into today as we start with Sao Paulo versus Catalunya. Sao Paulo, one of those teams that needs outside help.
Right. Sao Paulo can possibly get clinch relegation today if they lose and both Tokyo and Accra either win or tie, or if they just tie with a Tokyo and Accra win. So,
yeah, it's desperate times for Sao Paulo. They came away with a draw in their last match day, and the first matchup between these 2 teams did not go well for them. They got squashed 3-0, and they need a result, and they need it bad, and they're going to need some outside help. Let's see how they come out. 4-2-3-1 from Catalunya. And with Sao Paulo, that is basically a 4-2-3-1, just with the D mid, and also they look more like a stick figure than typical 4-2-3-1.
I was going to ask if you thought there was a chance Catalunya played more rotation since they're not really playing for anything today, but looked like they are coming out here hard. They are in the striped red and yellow kits, while Sao Paulo are in their white kits.
Yep, the yellow and red, the Catalan flag kits, I like to say, because, well, that's the flag of Catalunya, is it not? It's red and white, or red and yellow stripes.
I'm going to assume it is. Anyway, we are already here in the 11th minute.
Nerd.
We are already here in the 11th minute. Here's McFlopface going forward to Jarvinen, who stays, outside the box, but it's going to be headed away, taken away by Newman, who's going to be surrounded by 3 Catalonia players very quickly. Then he gets forward to Biscuit, looking for Newman, but it's going to be taken away by Juliusson. We are off and running. Here's Lexington, passing all the way back to Rage, who's going to clear it out. It's going to be headed by Biscuit forward to Newman. Gets it over to Abramovic. Fist. Oh, that's Pascal Anavier with the first goal for Sao Paulo, and that's 1-0.
That's what you need in a big game. You need to come out flying. You need to get that early advantage. Starts with a long ball from Adam Rage. Biscuit flicks it on for Newman. Newman fights Abramovic, and then loose touch by Fist. What a finish that is from Pascal Anavier. One of Sao Paulo's most dangerous players, and coming up big when they need them to come up big.
I thought that Fist had come away with it, and then Anavier just took it back, and what a shot. But
yeah, that's just a really nice finish.
We have Fred picking up a yellow card. We're already here in the 33rd minute. Time is just flying by. Here's Fist recovering the clearing, gets it forward to McPossum. Busquets over to Okamoto, who's got clear running room in front of him. Fires, and it's going to be blocked by Lexington. It looks like he beat Rage, but did not beat Lexington.
Yeah, Rage coming off the line, but Lexington coming to the rescue there.
We need Sao Paulo to pick up a... that's a free kick. That's an offside from Vinvins. We need Sao Paulo to pick up a player named Concord to play in the back with Lexington. Here's Anavier. Shot into row B. Am I wrong?
You're not.
Here we go again, 44th minute. We're quickly approaching the end of the first half. Here's Vinvins going forward. There's Jarvin into Okocha, who's going to be tripped, but no call. And that'll be just yeeted into about the 8th row.
Yeah, it was an open look for Okamoto, but skied as we go into halftime. That was a very quick half.
That really was.
With Sao Paulo in the lead. This has been a very low event game. Not a lot of shots, not a lot of real dangerous opportunities.
Right.
But Sao Paulo right now, they are in the position they want to be in for such a big game. They need the points bad. They get off to a good start. We'll see if they can hold on in the second half. This Catalunya team is obviously no joke.
Right.
But never underestimate, the effects of adrenaline and pressure and, assorted other buzzwords in a must-win game.
Because Sao Paulo, if they can hold on and win this game, they do play Accra on the final match day. And Accra is one of the teams that's trying to avoid relegation. So if they can hold on and win this, that could set up a very interesting game.
Oh, yeah.
Final match day.
Depending on what happens with Accra, that could be winner stays up, loser goes down. Catalunya 2 changes. Jackson Clark and Mojo Rising on for Okocha, and I missed the other one.
Nope. Well, I might get a chance to see it here as the ball is just sent into the stands. Oh, no. Desenvits, pocket pick by Maple. Maple's going to get over the Vinvins. Vinvins back to Fist, up to Busquets, up to Vinvins again. And we're going to play the classic triangle strategy game here, just looking for some place we can go forward. Oh, we made it a quadrilateral game now. Busquets, back to Juliusson, back to Fist. Nobody's seeing an opportunity they like, but Sao Paulo isn't really doing any pressing to get pressure to make them do something with it. But now we get it forward to Clark, who's just going to go deep, and that's going to be fired. Mojo Rising with a goal off the top of the net, and we have an equalizer.
Mojo Rising, instant impact, halftime sub for Catalunya. They just stay patient, fiddle around at the back, and then boom, they just kill you with a direct ball in from Clark. Great ball. Yeah. Rising just sneaks around Mayhem. I believe Thesenvits is the one that kept Rising onside, because first I was like, that looked a little offside, and we're going to get another look here. Yeah, it is Thesenvits. You can't really see him in the picture, but he is there on the near side. 1-1.
I mean, that's the thing that's going to happen if you just let them sit in the backfield and pass it back and forth until they find the opportunity they want. You're eventually going to get it. You got to put some pressure on them to actually make something happen, to have a chance at stopping that. Here's Vinvins looking for Mojo Rising again, and that's a second goal for Mojo Rising. And just like that, less than 10 minutes into the second half, it's 2-1.
Yeah, talk about an impact sub. Mojo Rising off the bench and onto the score sheet twice within 10 minutes. They bring it out wide to Vinvins. Thesenvits gives him a little bit too much space, and that's just a pinpoint perfect ball for Rising, who is currently that's the second time. That's the second different Sao Paulo center back that he's just absolutely burned with a perfectly timed run.
Keeping him onside, yeah. So we have Clark going back to Okamoto, to Juliusson, to Busquets, McPossum going forward to Okamoto. Here's Vinvins. Here's Mojo Rising again, looking for a third goal, and it's deflected out of bounds. If that would have gone in, that would have been, I think, one of the fastest hat tricks I've ever seen. That would have been wild. Here's Vinvins just outside the box. Forward to Busquets. All the way back to Okamoto. All the way back to Fist. And we'll move right along. So what a weird, momentum shift this game has taken.
That's the power of a good substitution. You get fresh legs against a back line that's got some miles on it. Creating spaces and just making those runs.
Yeah. Busquets back to Fist. Forward to McPossum. Busquets. Okamoto. Forward looking for Clark. Clark passes over the middle of Vinvins. It's off the crossbar and then just yeeted out.
Almost a dagger there for Catalunya. It's been a struggle this second half for Sao Paulo. They've been punched in the jaw, and they're they're going to start throwing the kitchen sink.
Yep. Oh, Busquets with the interception there to get away from England. Here's Mojo Rising. Open room in front of him again. Fires blocked by Rage. Corner kick.
Mojo Rising is just wreaking havoc on the Sao Paulo backline right now.
Headed away by Mayhem. Recovered by Maple. Yeah, and I know I say this just about every cast, but if you're Sao Paulo right now, you got about 15 to 20 minutes left in the game, depending on stoppage time. Oh God, here's Mojo Rising with a cleared shot. It's off the post. Cleared out by Lexington.
He's had like 5 chances to get that hat-trick goal.
He really has. But here we go.
Here he is
Here's
again.
a 6th chance. Mojo Rising, clear-cut chance. Fires. It's blocked again by Rage.
Good save there by Rage, but geez, this is one of the most impressive sub performances I've seen in this league.
Yeah, you can't just keep giving him chances like this. But anyway, like I was going to say, now you've got about 15 minutes left. That's a trip. If you're Sao Paulo, just focus on getting that shot first. You got to subscribe to the patented Zenless Baby Steps program. Get that first shot, and then work on moving up from there. But now you're running out of time to get that first shot, so you got to put a little bit of a hurry on it.
2 added minutes. Do we have some drama? Or do we have a dagger?
Rising, intercepted by Ladiver. Fred to Inquin, going all the way back to Mayhem. Still about 2.5 minutes on the clock forward to Thessenwitz to Biscuit, Coffee Biscuit. Thessenwitz going forward, looking for Newman, but it's going to be taken by Juliusson. Harmlessly cleared out, but then recovered. Here's Abramovic going forward to Biscuit. Biscuit has a clear shot, tripped by Vinvins. Is that going to be a penalty?
Nope, all ball.
No call.
What a keep-in that was by Vins.
Wow, what a no call.
Referee says all ball. I am not in the business of criticizing referees at this time because I am, commentating.
Biscuits and Pascal Lanaviere with the equalizer in the 91st minute. Now we have a tie game.
Unbelievable. Pascal Lanaviere. When you need a hero for Sao Paulo, that's who you call. Great cross in. Who wants it more? Who needs it more? 2-2. And Sao Paulo have some life going into the final match day, assuming they don't give up a stoppage time winner.
Yeah. So here we go.
But
Maple.
stoppage time goal right after a stoppage time goal. It's not like I've been hurt by that within the last 2 weeks.
Oh, come on, that was to Clark.
I swear I've recovered.
That'll be it. That'll be the final whistle. We have a 2-2 draw with Sao Paulo and Catalunya.
Yeah, for Sao Paulo, I mean, you probably prefer the win, but a draw is better than nothing.
Right.
You still need that help from outside going into the the rest of these matches. Obviously, it does help them that they have a goal difference edge on Accra, but that's no longer relevant because they can't tie anymore. Yeah, they get a point. They probably would have preferred 3, but at least they didn't let themselves drown.
Right. I mean, you always prefer 3 points. That's... If you're a Sao Paulo fan, though, let me tell you right now, you are the biggest fans of Cairo and Hollywood, as you're hoping that they can get the job done against Tokyo and Accra to give you a chance going into that final game.
Particularly Hollywood, because they play Accra on the final day.
Correct.
And, I mean, if Accra lose to Hollywood today, that means winner of final match between that stays up.
Yeah.
So that can be some drama. Speaking of Cairo, they are playing Tokyo. Tokyo,
yeah.
Tokyo can clinch safety with a win today.
Correct. They would need a win today and a Sydney Tire loss to clinch safety.
Yeah, they could still be caught by Sao Paulo if... Or wait, no.
If they win, they are safe. If Sydney ties or loses, they will be... They will be 5 points clear of Sao Paulo.
Yeah, I'm not the math person around here. The last time these
That's
two
what you have
teams,
me for, though.
the last time these two teams met, they shared the spoils 1-1. Ties have kind of been the theme for Tokyo this season, I feel like. Cairo coming out in a 4-1, 4-1. Watch Franco Torres up top, league's top scorer. And, hey, it's also a 4-1, 4-1.
Yeah.
I, 4-1, am interested in this 4-1, 4-1 v 4-1, 4-1 matchup.
We're going to have Tokyo in the white jerseys, Cairo City in the yellow. Oh, goodness. All right, here we go.
Look, it was right there.
It was. I'm not mad at you for taking it, but it's just... possible going back to seed forward to Freddie. Possible looking for Staines, but couldn't quite get... That was... All right. I was going out of bounds. You know what? Let's help it out of bounds. Let's just knee it out of bounds. We're good. Going into the 12th minute already. Here is Rupp, Mike Rupp, who currently leads the league in interceptions with 56. As your fun fact of the
loose
day.
touch
Jeeves
there
keeps
by
it in bound
Jeeves.
only for Soderbergh, and that's going to be fired. Heretic dives for it, but he gets blocked by someone else and then headed out of bounds.
Yeah, that shot hit something. There was a bit of a sloppy touch there in the back from Ask Jeeves, who's been very good for Cairo this season. And Tokyo almost make him pay.
Yeah, Asagi recovered it, but then it was stolen immediately by Staines. They get it deep out to Possible. Possible keeps it in bounds, goes forward. Berger gets his hands on it, but it can't save it, and that's Patrick Bjorkis with the goal. 1-0 Cairo.
Well, that was a very weird goal. Possible gets this ball, plays it for Bjorkis, and it's like a weird volley chip lob. I don't know how exactly. I do not possess the vocabulary to describe the event that just happened beyond Cairo goal 1-0 up.
And it was like one of those things where you see on TV or in movies where like time just seems to slow down as I'm just watching the ball go through the air. I see him get his fingertips on it, and I just watch it slowly go in. But here's a shot from Kaido, saved by the Heretic.
Flag goes up anyway. But Tokyo, if Tokyo are going to need another goal because if they lose, their safety still is not guaranteed.
So we have Rise, who is one of the 4 players.
Oh, no!
Oh, Rise with the interception, but then just Heretic tips it over the net. That'll be a corner.
It's the second real half chance Tokyo's had just by sloppiness out of the back from Cairo.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say Sky Rise, one of the 4 people currently tied for second in the Golden Boot table with 7. Here's Bjorkis for Torres, going to be blocked by Rupp.
Corner.
And we'll have a corner kick from Ask Jeeves. Goes over looking for the far post. It's going to be recovered by Possible, who fires. Berger tips it over the net this time. And we have another corner. Second verse, just
Cairo
like the
piling on
first.
some pressure.
Ooh, that looked like that the camera
Was that off
angle
the
was
line?
a little. I couldn't tell if that was off the post. I believe it looked like Visser got to it, but I couldn't quite see with that camera angle.
Here they come
Here's
again.
Bjorkis looking forward for Ask Jeeves, being pursued by Rupp. Jeeves goes back to Bjorkis to Freddie. Looked for Torres, but just overshot him a little bit. Goal kick coming out from Tokyo. 32nd minute now. Versetti forward to Kaido. Back to Versetti. And now we have Visser, who gets past Howd, has Toastman to beat. Can't quite beat him. Gets it back to Kaido. Looking for Soderbergh, and that's Helena Soderbergh with the equalizer. 1-1, 32nd minute.
Oh, that ball by Kaido was juicier than a very well cooked, but not well done steak. Just Soderbergh wide open. Easy finish to the near post. What a ball that is from Kaido. Great finish, Soderbergh. Tokyo get a goal that they needed. 1-1. Buckle up.
So here, that's with the throw in, but it's going to be intercepted by Staines. Gets it forward to Bjorkis. Bjorkis goes forward the possible, looking for the response goal and gets it. Tim Possible. Berger again got his fingers on it, but it just gets past him.
Well, Cairo not wasting any time responding to that goal. Bjorkis gets a little bit too much space on the ball, slips it through. Possible again left too much space. Couple touches, slotted home to the far post. Cairo back in the driver's seat, and like I said, buckle up.
Maybe he didn't get his hands on it. It looked like he did, but on the replay it looks like he didn't. Corner headed over. That's going to be a goal kick. Here's Jeeves deep in Tokyo territory with a throw-in. Jeeves looking for the cross. The Staines overshoots him. Going to be picked up by Ness. Back to Versetti over the Berger, who's going to clear it out. Looks like he's looking for Visser. Overshoots him. Gets it to Howd instead. To the Heretic. Forward to Toastman to Jeeves, who's very quickly collapsed on by Ness, who is trying to play some very suffocating defense. Bjork is forward to Staines. Dances around the line of the box. Bjork is blocked by Rupp, but then rebounded off of Tim Possible, and that'll be another goal. Oh, no, never mind.
Flag
I'm glad
is
that
up.
you look for the flag.
Ooh, that's close, but
That's really close.
assistant referee says offside.
It just wouldn't be a Zenlos cast if we didn't have the moment where I get halfway through calling a goal, and then whoever is commentating, Brian, the flag's up. Just wouldn't be one of my casts without it. Going deep, but overshoots his man. 2 minutes of stoppage time added on to the first half here. Here's Visser taking it past the midfield line. Good challenge by Freddie to get it back in Cairo's possession. Noodle over to Siege to Possible. To Howd to Freddie. Bjorkis gets Torres all by himself. Saved by Berger out of bounds.
What a ball that was by Bjorkis, I believe. And a great save there. That would have been a really bad, for Tokyo, you do not want to concede right before halftime when you are already trailing in a game that you kind of need to win, especially in a game that has been fairly even.
Yeah. I mean, you look at that XG, 1.22 to 0.93. It's pretty close. 9 shots to 9 shots, 4 on target to 4 on target. It's just 46-54 possession. This is this is hilariously even.
Yep, Tokyo's seen a little bit more of the ball, but Cairo City have just been able to kill them with some through balls, particularly even on that last goal.
Yeah.
But we'll see if we get some substitutions. Tokyo probably want to win this. You obviously want to win every game, but especially this one, just because you don't want to have as much pressure on the final match day.
Right. Now, forgive me for asking, but I'm not super into football stats yet. As a team, when you're looking at crosses completed, and I see 5 out of 23, that's only 22%. Is that normal, or is that
And I usually just don't pay attention to that stat, but that's just me.
All right, great. Here we go, second half starting off. Here's Ness, who PK fires it back into the field. Gets all the way to the back line, looks for the cross. Nope. Looked for Visser, found him. Being pursued by Noodle. That's a cross. That Visser saves that from being in Cairo possession. We're still with Tokyo with the ball in the box, and then we just kind of yeeted over the goal.
Yeah, it was a good look from Cairo. Had some nice bend to it, but just curled it a little bit too wide. Cairo been a little bit sloppy in the back. Wonder if they're not going to be punished for it. Because that's been a couple of Tokyo's half chances. Is just they turn it over, or a tackle like that where they tackle it right to a Tokyo player.
Yeah. Here's Soderberg being very closely covered by Jeeves. Ness looking for his cross. The Visser saved by the Heretic.
Pretty routine save there for the Heretic. Cross was pretty solid, but the header just right at him.
Yeah. Jeeves going out to Staines. over the Freddy to Bjorkus. Goes back to Jeeves. Jeeves all the way to the back line. Fired off the post. Noodle Versetti. Someone picked up the rebound. Versetti got it out of there. That was wild.
Now we got a corner.
That'll be headed away. We'll have a moment to breathe here. As Kaido recovers the ball, tries to get it back into the box, but goes for the cross, finds Rise, finds Kaido. Back to Asagi, blocked, recovered by Hayden. And Cairo will get it out of there. Oh, now we're right back in there. Here we go. Here we go again.
This is the kind of pressure they need.
Yeah. All right.
That was brave from the Heretic.
The Heretic is just like, I need a second. Like,
watch this!
Somebody who's not me, go get that. Ooh, big trip by Visser. Doesn't look like we're going to get a card for it, but 65th minute, Cairo City still up 2-1. Here's Torres going back to Staines, who's hanging out on the outside of the box, goes back to Freddy. Hayden picks his pocket, gets Soderberg going up midfield, goes all the way back to Rupp. Forward to Asagi, back to Soderberg, looking
nice
for
ball.
Hayden and Visser, who have both clear shots. Caleb Hayden, that's a goal. And that is 2-2 here in the 66th minute.
Yep, the rookie forward for Tokyo getting the equalizer. Comes from a great ball in from Soderberg, who has probably been Tokyo's best player today. Takes a couple touches. The Heretic kind of gets caught in no man's land. I think he was, expecting the ball to be played into Visser, but Hayden did the selfish and objectively smart move there and gets Tokyo a huge goal.
It's wild because it's hard enough to get one person open for a clear-cut chance like that, but then to get two just right next to each other, like...
The power of movement and overloads.
Yeah. Like we said, we have seen a little bit of sloppiness in the backfield, and that might have been the time that they pay for it. Jeeves with the throw in the Staines, who gets it back to Jeeves. Taking it to the midline. Bjorkus going forward to Tim Possible. Forward to Ketchup Noodle, who's looking for Torres, but Berger just dives for it. Ketchup Noodle, our current league leader in assists, with 7. Berger's going to take it out. They're playing a very dangerous game. They're
especially with especially because it's Torres of all people right there.
Yeah,
like you give it away, Torres is not going to miss.
Yeah, we are playing monkey in the middle, right in front of the goal, with the guy currently leading the Golden Boot race. Like, that is a bit questionable. We get forward to Bjorkus.
It's like juggling things that are also lit on fire. Oh my word!
Oh my god! Franco Torres! Holy crap! 3-2, Cairo.
Wow, what a finish this is from Torres. They break up the play in the middle.
Noodle.
Too much space. What a shot! That's from across the Suez.
Yeah. That's Ketchup Noodle now, by the way, with his league-leading 8th assist on the year. So now the pressure is on Tokyo City to get it done again. They get it forward to Rise, who gets a clean shot, but it'll be blocked by the Heretic and go out of bounds. So we're going to have a corner kick now, 78th minute. And we are back under the microscope in this game. We are watching intently. Here's Rupp taking it around the corner of the box, but is being pursued very closely by Staines, but still gets his cross for the header, but saved by the Heretic.
That header wasn't poorly placed. It just didn't have enough power on it. Allowed the Heretic to corral it pretty routinely. Sloppy
with a great challenge, but they're going to get Rise. Open shot blocked by Freddy. Caught by the Heretic. Now going into the final 10 minutes of this game.
Skyrise, not a player Cairo wanted to cough the ball up to. But
here's Torres going forward to Noodle. Noodle taking it up the sideline. Finds Tim Possible. Looking for Noodle again. Finds him. Beats Visser. Gets it over the Freddy. Fires. Saved by Berger. All right.
What a game this one's been.
Yeah, it really has been. Toastman going forward looking for Torres. Torres is a bit surrounded, though. Gets it to Siege. Noodle has to try to beat Visser. Visser just gets it out of bounds, and now it'll be a corner. And time is starting to very much become a factor. Here's the corner from Ask Jeeves. Looks for the near post. It looked like he was going for the middle for possible, but doesn't quite get him. Here's Howd. Gets it back forward to Jeeves to catch up Noodle. Catch up Noodle takes it all the way to the back line. Freddy headed away, but recovered by Cairo again. Here's Jeeves. Blocked by Ness. Out of play.
A lot of bodies in zone 14 there.
I've not seen a stoppage time number yet. I'm waiting for that. That's going to be headed by Toastman, but way too high. 3 minutes of stoppage time. And that 3 minutes is flying by. Here we are. Ness with the throw into Asagi. Gets it forward to Ness again. Looking for Hayden. Missed Hayden. Hayden missed the header. Kaido. And that's going to be it. Oh my god, that missed header. That missed header could have meant so much. But Cairo City takes a 3-2 win over Tokyo.
Yep, in a game this tight, it came down to a moment of individual brilliance, and we got it from Franco Torres, hitting one from Jordan.
Yeah. My goodness. Like... So let's see, how does this shake up the standings now?
This temporarily puts Cairo into second. Tokyo are 2 points clear of the drop zone.
Right.
So they have not clinched safety, and they will not clinch safety today.
Tokyo on the final day will be playing Athênai.
Actually, let me think about this. Sao Paulo's 2 points back.
Yes.
I think they might. I think they're still safe if Sydney loses. Because Accra and Sao Paulo both can't gain points. If Accra wins, Sao Paulo goes down.
If Sydney loses, I think Sydney
Sao Paulo wins, then Accra goes down. So I think I think Tokyo is still safe. Oh my god, I hate math.
So the thing is that Sydney could technically tie, but they are 16 goals behind in goal differential. So they need at least a tie here. Because Tokyo is playing Athênai. There's a world where Athênai beats Tokyo. Sao Paulo beats Accra.
4-3-3.
They would end up
Sydney.
at 15 points. Yeah.
And with Athênai,
If Sydney at least holds a draw
4-2-4.
here, Tokyo is threatened on the final day.
Yeah, but if Sydney lose, I think Tokyo's safe, just because both Accra and Sao Paulo can't. Oh wait, well it also depends on what happens with Accra.
Yeah.
There's too much going on. Also, in simple terms, if Athênai don't win, Hollywood officially clinches the league title.
Correct. Athênai has to win. Draw is not good enough here.
They need to win and win by a lot.
Yes. Athênai is in the white. Sydney City playing in the purple.
It is a 19-goal swing that they need.
Gin tonic to Ramirez for Delabovic, who finds Owen 44, and that's 1-0 Athênai. We're off and running.
Yeah, and for Athênai, even if they don't win the league, they're still in a fight for second. This is a good ball in to Labovic, and yeah, 0-44. You don't want him free in the box.
Yeah,
he was free in the box.
Yeah, Labovic way in the back there, probably representative of the fact that he is our league leader in distance run at 179.5 kilometers. Otherwise known as more than I run in probably 5 to 6 years. So, here's Fisher over to Yoker, looking for Labovic, and there's Cal Labovic, and that's a second goal. 2-0 Athênai.
Not the start Sydney needed, 2 goals against in 10 minutes, but Athênai are, they are not wasting any time. They know they have a mountain to climb if they're to get back into this, and, they are taking it 1 goal at a time. Great header by Cal Labovic.
What an absolute insane jump by Labovic. That was... Here's Coughlin, has his pocket picked. We get it over to Ramirez, back over to Labovic, back to Ramirez, gin tonic, back to Ramirez. We're doing the triangle passing strategy again here. Here's gin tonic. Forward to Levert. Gets it to Fisher. Back to Sherwood. Sydney City now playing very tight man defense here. Forward to gin tonic. Owen 44 picks it up inside the box, takes it out of the box to Labovic, who looks...
Oh, what a
Jeffrey
back heel!
Levert! What a pass! What a shot! One-timer. 3-0 Athênai.
That was a back heel goal, I'm pretty sure. It's the ball in from Labovic. That's just, from that's a tough finish. Like, I know the distance isn't very far, but, with the way the ball was played into him, that ain't easy, especially because he did it to the far post. What a back heel.
Coughlin to Zaid, and that's Iman Zaid with a goal for Sydney City, and now it's 3-1. We're 16 minutes into this game. It's 3-1.
Yeah, hello. Today we are on the no defense, just vibes. Tactics free zone has been enabled. Good finish by Iman Zaid, League of Ireland legend.
So here is Yoker. Throw in the Fisher. They get it across to Gin Tonic, who just kind of yeets it. It's off the post and out of bounds. Looks like he beat McCarty, but did not beat the equipment.
SMH, no respect for the equipment.
None. 0. So here we go now. 29th minute. Free kick.
Oh, no!
Petta, recovered by Owen 44. And that's... Oh, my God.
Almost when playing it out of the back goes wrong. Shout out to that Twitter account.
Yoker to Sherwood. Back to Yoker.
Always
trying to beat Rube. Sherwood to Owen 44. Nope, just 44 is offside. We need to get a memo out. When taking a free kick, do not free kick the ball directly to someone wearing a different color kit than you are. That's usually not great. Going deep for Zaid, looking for Zaid, and he kicks it wide. Got the chip that went wide.
Yeah, that was tough for him because there was not a lot of space to work with. It almost actually worked.
Yeah.
Say one thing about the Sydney team. They are not going down without a fight. They are showing some heart.
Yep. Oh, that's a header, and that's over the crossbar from D.D. Yoker.
It's easy to get discouraged. You're down 3-0 early on, but they are fighting. They are putting in some decent balls. They know they have nothing to lose by going, all in.
Yeah. Lopped forward to keeper.
Well,
keeper
nice
looking
goal
for Claflin, and that's Nathan Claflin with the second goal for Sydney City. Excuse me. It's 3-2. 34th minute. We're not even at halftime yet.
Yeah, insert drug here. This is a great ball in for Claflin. And then Anderson just comes way off his line, doesn't get the ball. Leaves the net wide open. Wow.
What's the line, Val? If you're a goaltender.
10 the goal.
Oh, my God. That was almost another laser from 30 yards out.
Everything is happening.
Yeah. But yes, if you're a goaltender, 10 the goal. Here's 44 with the clear-cut chance. Blocked by McCarty, out of bounds.
Yeah, you can't really give Owen 44 that much space. He's not going to miss those often.
Here's Yoker looking for the far post, looking for Levert, but
Doink.
They find Fisher instead, and that's going to be another corner kick. So Yoker back at the corner again. Like he's a bad student. That's going to be headed away.
I'm sure he's a fine student.
Look, they keep putting him in the corner. I'm just making the inference.
The Greeks are fairly intellectual people, I think. Or maybe
they
my
have all the
opinions are stuck.
fancy...
Or maybe my opinions are stuck 2,500 years in the past. We don't know.
Look, as someone who does a lot of mathematics, the Greeks are all over the place, but here's Jeffrey Levert with a clear-cut shot, and he shoots it over the goal. 2 minutes of stoppage time.
Tried to go near post, but couldn't keep the shot down.
Nope. That's going to be headed. All right.
And
Halftime.
breathe. And breathe. Because a lot of stuff just happened, and I don't think any of our brains are ready to process the fact that it just happened.
No. So Athênai is up 3-2, but up 14-4 on shots, 8-3 on target. I mean, you gotta feel like you should be up more than 3-2 with that.
At the same time, though, Sydney's looks that they've created have been very good looks. So even though they're being outshot, like, the XG isn't as lopsided.
Right.
And Athênai just keep skying it or whatever. You know, and it allowed Sydney to get back into this one because they were dead in the water 15 minutes in, 16 minutes in, whenever it was that Levert scored. But they're showing some resilience.
Look at that perfectly balanced 50-50 possession and 88-88 passes completed. Just, beautiful.
Thanos is smiling.
Thanos. Somewhere.
No subs.
No subs indeed. Sherwood going back to Lockyer.
Only hoagies.
Gin tonic. Labovich going forward. 2 to beat. Goes back to Owen. 44 who takes a shot and it's a score. It's a goal. 4-2 Athênai. 24 seconds out of the half.
Oh, well. We're not wasting any time going back into the chaos.
No.
I mean, Labovich stretches out the defense, finds 44 running into that channel. Easy near post finish, and here we go again.
Yep. All right, here's Keeper with the throw in the Lopta over the Coughlin. Tries to get it. Keeper keeps it in bounds. Barely goes all the way back to the corner. Looks for the cross. It's going to be headed away by Lind. It's going to be recovered by Levert. Gin Tonic goes forward to Labovich. Lockyer goes deep. Finds Ramirez. Being trailed by Griffin. Keeper. Where am I getting Griff from? Never mind. That's Jeffrey Levert with a shot, and that's a score. 5-2 Athênai.
I mean, what can you say? What can you say about how absolutely chaotic this game has been? What a run from Ramirez. Gets the byline, plays it back to Labovich. Just a delicious ball in. Levert finds just enough space to get the header off. No shot for McCarty. 5-2 Athênai. We'll see if Sydney have another comeback in them.
This game is wild enough that I'm assigning names to people that I don't even think there's anyone in the league whose name is like Griff anything. But here we go. Anderson taking it all the way out deep. Finds Owen 44. Labovich fires over the goal. I don't even know what to say at this point. There's no time to just...
Everything is happening.
Yeah.
I don't know what voice this is.
Here's Free Kick, who took the throw in. That seems incorrect. I know I make that joke every time. I don't care. Anderson going to go out deep. Finds Keeper. Gets it over to Carbone. Gin Tonic with the interception, though. Labovich going all the way back to the corner to Gin Tonic, looking for the cross for Levert for the hat trick, and that's going to be just wide. Yeah.
Two guys sitting on a hat trick right now for Athênai.
There's just no time to process everything happening. Coughlin, that's wide of the goal. We're going 73rd minute now. Joker with the corner. Finds a man in the middle, but He ends up heading it wide, so we'll have a goal kick here. Now we pick up here in the 75th minute. Gin Tonic going forward to Sherwood. To Yoker. Yoker being pursued by Rube. Takes it all the way back. Finds Fisher. Back to Yoker. Blocked by Rube. But then headed anyway off the crossbar.
The disrespect towards the equipment today.
Yeah, we have had a lot of crossbar hits. Here's Yoker. Going to get it all the way back. Recovered by Labovich. Gets it forward to Sherwood. Finds Lynn. Finds Yoker just inside the box. Blocked by free kick. And we're going to have, say it with me, another corner kick. Yoker.
DJ Khaled is very happy with this. Another one.
Lynn is fired. Saved by McCarty. So, this has been a wild game. Anderson I don't know what that dive was, but goes out deep. They find Levert. That's row D this time.
I'm sorry, there's no D in this game.
You know what? You're right. You are right. That is row E. Lobovich, no, taken by Lofta. Lofta goes back to McCarty. Scarpetta. I have a heart attack every time they do that when there's someone right there. Here's Fisher going forward deep to Levert. Goes back to Fisher. Sherwood. To Gin Tonic. To Lobovich. 44 trying to stay on side. Here we go. Jeffrey Levert saved by McCarty.
Almost a hat trick there.
Yeah. McCarty going out deep, but it's going to be taken by Lockyer. Looking for Zaid. Can't find him. Anderson clears it out to Ramirez. Forward to Lobovich again. Back to Ramirez. To Gin Tonic. Forward to Lobovich. Now we're just going to play keep away again. Gin Tonic, but we fail the game of keep away as Lopta takes it, but then Gin Tonic takes it right back to Sherwood. Over the Lynn, Lockyer. We are probably about 40 seconds left in this game. Here's Ramirez going forward for Lobovich. And Sydney City has to make something happen. Here we go, recovered by Scarpetta, over to McCarty, over to Scarpetta again. We're going to have a Simonea situation here in a minute. Anderson slides, is going to hold on to the ball for a second. And then go out deep, overshoots Lobovich. And that's the final whistle. A 5-2 victory for Athênai. What is a wild game from the word go.
Yeah, Athênai did everything that they needed to do. They won. They won by a comfortable margin. They helped their goal difference a little bit. I still think it's too big of a mountain to climb, but, they went for it. As for Sydney, I mean, they came back, they cut it to one goal, and then you had the immediate goal right after halftime, and from there it was just like the mentality was gone. So really tough defeat for them. And now it looks like relegation will be beckoning for them.
Yeah. I mean, best case scenario, depending on what the Accra Hollywood game finishes. Right now, they're 3 points behind Accra with a 13-goal difference between the two of them. So they need Hollywood to win by a lot. And then they need to win on the final match day. Let me go re-look up who they are.
I actually think they might actually be relegated. Like, obviously, they can still catch Tokyo. They can catch Tokyo on goal difference, but it's a 19-goal swing. But obviously, the fact that Accra and Sao Paulo are playing each other on the final day. But let's get into Accra as they take on Hollywood in the final match. Hollywood just needs a point to clinch the league title officially. And they absolutely wiped the floor with Accra in their last matchup. A 6-1 romp. I believe 5 of those goals were off corners in that game. Because I remember casting that game, and it was very weird. But is today going to be the day that the stars shine bright in Los Angeles, or are they going to have to wait until the final day to celebrate their title?
Yeah. I'm sorry, you're giving this you're giving this great like getting into game speech, and I'm still sitting here looking at math, just like trying to work out scenarios. Well, no, I want to see if there's legitimately
what is that?
You can say, that's an 11.
3 defensive midfielders. Hollywood
that
playing a weird 4-2-4 ish. I what is that Accra for? What? I'm sorry, what? I don't have my glasses on. They're on the other side of the room. I feel like even if I put them on, I'm not going to understand what the heck that was. It was certainly an 11. I think it's a strikerless tactic with 3 defensive midfielders? Or something weird like that?
Yeah.
Looks like it's not really strikerless because it appears as though Selic is playing as a false 9.
So we have Hollywood in the white kits today, Accra in the black kits. Here's Jones going all the way back, looking for the corner, headed over the net. God. I'm so intrigued by this. Yeah, that is a false 9 at the front for Accra. Here's Druid. Oh, that's a trip. But nothing comes of it. No foul called. Jones going forward to Ling Kwai. Gerard back to Kwai. Gets it back to Gerard. Forward to Tiki Taka. Fires. It's going to be blocked by The Rock.
Flag was up anyway.
Flag's up anyway.
Even when it's not a goal.
You know, my job is to watch the 22 players on the field and let you know what they're doing. I don't have eyes to watch a 23rd person. Here's Ricky Bobby that goes wide.
Hollywood piling on some early pressure, but the aim has been off.
Yeah. Possible going back to Tiki Taka. Back to possible block by Yelwin. Forward to Jones, and that's going to be tipped away. I feel like Ricky Bobby's going to be looking for a goal here today, as he is the second person who is tied for the lead in the Golden Boot race. Actually, no, the Franco Torres scored in that game.
Torres scored, yeah. Torres had that crazy goal.
Right. So Bobby is now currently sitting in second place. I stand corrected. I apologize. I didn't update my notes. Here's Costanza forward to Gerard. Forward to Jones. Saved by Larac. And then Saka's just going to slightly tap it. But Jones is offside anyway. Here's Possible with the throw into Jones. Possible Pudinesco. Taka keeps it inbounds over the Ling Kwai, saved by Larac. Tried to be rebounded in by Bobby, but gets blocked by somebody. Possible. Finds Selic. Takes it past midfield. Trying to do some moves around Jarrow. Challenges his own dribble. Here's Gerard. Headed by Jarrow, but over the net. We are quickly here in the 36th minute now. 37th minute. Costanza with the throw-in. Finds Gerard. Goes deep, headed by Jones, and it's deflected by Larac off the post and back into the hands of Larac.
Accra haven't broken yet, but Hollywood is just absolutely pouring on the pressure right now. I know Accra had the 3D.
Rashford, that's Miko Rashford, and that's a 1-0 goal for Hollywood.
Yeah, as I was saying when that goal came in, let me first break down this goal. Jones has it out wide, plays it back. Possible left-footed ball in. Rashford, LaRock way off his line, can't get to it. But as I said, Accra played the 3D mids, and I fear that it was a little too defensive because Hollywood have just been able to do whatever they want in the final third, and Accra just hasn't been able to create anything.
And now the worrying part is now you're down a goal with this super defensive formation. Now what? But
yeah, I get the intent.
Jones,
it's just not working.
So here's Rashford going back for Gerrard. Gerrard over-saved by LaRock. Like, I almost wonder if Accra was playing for a draw, hoping that Catalunya and Athênai would get their job done, because if they did, then they only needed a draw to clinch staying in Division 1. But we are at halftime with a 1-0
especially
Hollywood
with how
lead.
good Hollywood's attack is. Like, they were trying to not get blown out. The problem is they're inviting all this pressure on them, and they really have no outlet going forward because everyone is playing back.
Yeah.
The thing with the bunker is, if it breaks down, what's your plan B?
Yeah.
Now you got to go out and score.
Yeah.
And the expected goals chart kind of tells the story of that.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to speak for the manager of Accra, but from what it looks like to me, it looks like they were trying to play for a 0-0 draw, but now it's gone off course, and we're gonna have to do something. I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna have to do something.
No changes at halftime. So
Rashford going forward to Ling Kwai to Gerrard, taking up the sideline back to Rashford. It's going to be headed away by Ansha, but that'll be out of bounds. Throw it. So. Oh, right. Sitting here looking at the table, I'm like, Sao Paulo has 14 points? No, that's just not fully updated yet.
Games are played in
picked
parallel.
by Rashford. Yep. Here's Corleone. Back to Snooks. Name I have not seen yet today. Here's Anshaw. Going forward for Selic. Gets it to Druid. Druid going back to Kimo A2. To Xhaka. Sinclair back forward. Trying to lose Ling Kwai, but he is sticking to him like some metaphor I can't think of right now. Here's Putneska over to Taka. Back to Putneska, over to Rashford. There's a lot of black kits in front of him, but he gets it over the Ling Kwai. Fires! Saved by LaRock.
Look, LaRock has been heroic for Accra so far in this match. Main reason it's stayed at 1-0.
Here's Putneska going all the way back to possible. Now we're in the 61st minute here now. Here's Anshaw with the throw into Yelwin. It's going to be cleared out, recovered by Snooks. Black to Yelwin, to Corleone, to Sinclair. Forward to Kimo Atu. Shaka back to Sinclair. Forward again, over the Druid. Selic. Kimo Atu fires, saved by Sterling.
Kimo Atu, very deadly goal scorer
really
from
close.
midfield. Got some nice venom into that shot, but no dice on this occasion.
Black kicked out by LaRock, but recovered by Hollywood. Ling Kwai over to Gerrard. Gerrard sticking very close to the sideline. Gets it to Ling Kwai, to Rashford, to Putneska. To Possible, who has nobody around him. Looks for the cross for Ricky Bobby, and it's over the net for a goal kick. Time starting to run out here for Accra. In the 74th minute, Rashford, challenged by Kimoatu, picked up by Xhaka over the Salic. Salic fires. It's going to be deflected, recovered by Gerrard. I feel like that's the best chance we've seen Accra get today.
They've been a little bit better in the second half, but it's still mostly one-way traffic. LA decided to build another freeway lane, hoping it would work. It did not.
Ooh, that's going to be a good challenge. But Snooks will take it right back over to Yelwin. Over to Anshaw, being pursued by Jones. Gets past Possible. Looking forward, maybe look for Selic, and then just goes to take it himself. Fire, saved by Sterling.
Another decent half chance.
That was actually a really nice run by Anshaw. Took it all the way from midfield.
Another good half chance for Accra, just unable to convert.
That's going to be Ling Kwai being offside. And now we're here in the 83rd minute. Throw in from Possible. Headed by Taka. Back to Possible. Forward to Taka again. Headed by Bobby. It's going to be tipped aside by Laroque. And that'll be another corner. Here is Gerrard. Gerrard headed away. Putneska, that's going to be out of bounds. Goal kick.
Here we go again.
All right. Throw in from Anshaw to Corleone. Sinclair. Xhaka blocked. Xhaka looking for anyone that he can maybe get across. He's just going to be pushed.
Just outside the box. Very
shoved.
nearly a corner or a penalty.
Yeah, that really is. Corleone blocked by Putneska. Like, I'm pretty sure Ling Kwai was watching his feet to see the moment he got out of the box. It was just like, oops. But Jude with the corner, saved by Sterling.
Accra throwing the kitchen sink right now.
Only have 1 single minute of stoppage time. Yep. Here's Kemoatu, Sinclair, but it's going to be taken by Hollywood. Here's Gerrard going forward, running up the side. Ling Kwai back to Gerrard. And this whistle could blow at any second. Ling Kwai back to Gerrard. Rashford, and that'll do it. Hollywood takes a 1-0 victory over Accra, and Hollywood are our League One champions.
To say they deserved it is an understatement. Best point total, best goal difference. They have been the class of the league so far this season, and rightfully will earn their spot on the sort of wall of champions. As for Accra, they control their own destiny in terms of relegation going into the final day, going up against a fellow relegation rival in Sao Paulo.
Right.
We've talked about how their unorthodox formation was weird. It almost worked. 1-0, that, almost worked. It's the Steve Sampson method where, they went ultra defensive and you could get the rationale behind it. It just didn't work.
Yeah. So, with that being said, going into our final day, we have our champion in Hollywood. So the top of the table, that's decided. So we still have 4 teams involved in the relegation race. We have Tokyo and Accra both sitting at 14 points. Tokyo plays Athênai. Accra plays Sao Paulo, who's another team involved, sitting on 12 points. Then we have Sydney, 3 points behind them.
Yeah, so
who are playing Catalunya.
Basically, Accra, Sao Paulo, winner stays up, loser goes down. And if there's a draw, well, Sao Paulo goes down because they can't catch Tokyo then. Tokyo, I think, are in a pretty good spot. Really just need the, I don't know.
Yeah. Tokyo needs to not
Sydney,
lose
I think
by 19.
Is kind of cooked just because that goal swing is just too much.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Sydney is still mathematically in it, but unfortunately they're not really
I think Tokyo is actually kind of safe because if Accra wins,
yeah,
then Sao Paulo's not getting any points. If Sao Paulo wins, Accra's not getting any points. So I think Tokyo are basically safe in all but writing because, you know, the goal swing.
Right. Sao Paulo Accra has absolutely no effect on Tokyo. It does not matter who wins. It does not matter if there's a draw. Tokyo cannot be knocked out by that game. The only way they could be knocked out is by some ridiculous combination of goal scoring between them and Sydney City. But, which would be hilarious, but not really realistic. But that'll do it for me, and that'll do it for us, I should say. It was a wild and crazy day of football. We crowned the league champion in Hollywood. Congratulations again to them. Tomorrow, or our next match day, we're going to have a winner-take-all game between Sao Paulo and Accra. So that'll be exciting to watch. And I hope you will be there with us when that happens. But until then, if you stayed with us the whole way, thank you very much for joining us tonight.
I've been Valpix.
As always, I've been Zenlos. And I hope you all have a fantastic night. Good night.